What a terrible idea to get rid of the Department of Education. So, apparently it's wasteful and fraudulent government spending, but I tell you what, without the Department of Education, kids with disabilities are not going to receive the services they need to end up being productive adults. So, that seems pretty wasteful. Furthermore, in my opinion, as a military kid who moved around a lot, I feel like the Department of Education could actually be stronger because, as it was, I moved around to 13 different schools and was jerked around from place to place, as one school was more advanced and one school was, holding back, and it was never consistent, it was disjointed, and in the end, it was unfair. I didn't graduate because some of my classes were invalidated. The school that I went to after, didn't have an equivalency, didn't have the same kind of class, so they just took the credit right off my transcript. Or maybe I didn't take the class at the right grade. Like, I took PE as a freshman, but Idaho didn't allow freshmen to take PE. It didn't count until you were a sophomore, so I had to take PE all over again, or health class, or economics, or, et cetera, et cetera, for and on. So I ended up not graduating, not having all the credits that I needed. It wasn't that I dropped out. It wasn't even that I was a bad student. I had a pretty high, B plus average. So, it wasn't even any of that. It wasn't really my fault. But, if the Department of Education had been a little stronger, I could have maybe graduated. And we need to think about that when it comes to, our modern economy. When we're asking workers to go where the jobs are, they're going to take their kids with them. Their kids are going to need to have a consistent and, efficacious education. They're going to need to be able to graduate to be productive workers in their future, and we're not allowing them to do that if we keep, you know, giving them to states control instead of having even standards across all states. So I guess, if we want to economically kneecap ourselves in the long run, let's do it. Good going, MAGA.